Hello, YouTube.
Hi, my name is Ross from FreeRV YouTube channel. One word, FreeRV without space. And yeah, I'm 2 years traveling in this van and living in this van. And the the most life-changing stuff I ever done, the first thing was the lights. I cut out 2 holes and use lids from the cooking pans, 2 of them sandwich on top of each other for for double protection. And I did this one on top of my bed as well over there.
So you have like two vents in here, and you basically, well, this RV you self-built. You built it yourself.
Yes. And this one can come in and have an yeah, this is can lift up.
So what you're saying is those are actually like pot lids, like for cooking.
Yes.
And you have two of them.
2 of them.
Why do you have two instead of just one?
Because same like in-house window, we have a double for temperature control and for
So you got two of them,
control, yeah.
noise and temperature control. So you can like
just like a house.
adjust it. And then you have a little fan. Now that's like, is that like a 12 volt or USB fan?
Yes.
Oh, so you can actually open and vent. This is great.
Yeah, stuff like that.
So this is like, instead of like paying a couple $100 for a fantastic vent, you built this pretty much.
Yeah, well, of course, if you have money, but if you don't, you go, and it's going over there.
Yeah, so that plugs in and you can run the vent through here.
And
But
the reason I pick up the clear, so it's like a light too.
yeah, so it's clear. I don't know if you guys see that. He's got like a little skylight that come in here to light up the whole place. But I also noticed you got this weird looking thing here. What is this?
This is this is from the brakes. It's a rotor from the car, and I use it as a heating element. And also it holds my cooking pan.
So you're saying this is like a custom like stove that you made using brake rotors from a car?
Yes.
Wow.
Just and also during the cold weather, I'm heating up this metal. So and
so basically you made a propane stove using this, and the stove part is down there, and it comes up and it heats up the brake rotor, so you can actually cook with it or use it to generate heat when in a cold environment. What's this pipe down here? What is that? The silver pipe.
It's go outside into hole in my floor, so I can pick up oxygen from outside. So this way it's safe, because I'm never gonna be depleted from oxygen, because I'm only burning oxygen from outside.
So that hose runs and pulls air from outside to blow up through here. But then what do you do?
And,
and you have a fan that actually forces the air to flow through. But then doesn't it just blow all over the place? This.
So this one also, I have a chimney over there. I should have dug up chimney for you guys.
So you got a chimney that actually installs.
Installs on top of it.
So basically this connects, and then it actually can go up through here, and you force the air out, the CO2. Yeah. I mean the CO, the carbon monoxide.
Yeah, this is go from outside.
Wow.
So it sits like that on top of the roof, and it's coming out. And I use with wood too, burning wood this way.
Wow. So you can actually burn. You can burn wood. You can burn propane. And you don't have smoke and stuff in here when you're doing all this?
If you do the wood, you're still gonna have some smoke.
Some smoke.
So I prefer propane actually. It's the cleanest one.
You have a carbon monoxide detector, I presume. Yes. Two. For safety. Wow. Do you sell these? Would you be interested in making and selling these? Because people might be interested.
Well, it's heavy, so it's gonna be shipping.
Yeah, shipping would be expensive.
Pay for shipping.
Yeah. If you guys want ideas, this is like really cool. One of the coolest things I've ever seen. But basically, how did you know how to do all this? What was your job before? What did you do for a living?
On construction, I do remodeling. So if new any fixing of the house or fixing the van, I can do it too.
So if somebody, wait a second. So if somebody on the channel actually wanted to build a vehicle out but needed help or something, possibly if you're in the area, you might be available for hire.
Yeah.
So those of you that are trying to build that want like, really nice things like having a stove, a really nice stove that's wood or propane, Okay, consider Ross from FreeRV. Okay, I'll give his contact information in the links.
And this is my plumbing. This is the card, the moving card, basically. You know, the construction card, rubber made. And I cut a hole for the sink. It's also everything leftovers. The reason I pick up the card, because if you have a leak in the plumbing, it's gonna contain inside of the card.
Okay, so the whole kitchenette here is a cart.
Yes.
That you've built onto. And how do you do the water?
This is pressurizer.
Ah, so it's just pressurized. It's not electric.
Yeah, pressurizer. Yeah.
Wow.
Because I started doing before I had solar power, so it was very simple, you know, stuff like that.
I notice you have like utensils and stuff. Is that like magnetic, just floating there?
Yes, magnetic.
Awesome. And what about these lights? What's up with it looks like Ryobi. Is that what it is? Ryobi?
It's Ryobi. This is my construction. I had a drill, and basically it was construction kit, so I use those. And this is how before you have solar, you can use this charge somewhere and use to run the fans too.
So using those Ryobi units, you're able to charge them off 120 volts, and they'll store.
Yes.
And then you can run fans as well as lights and stuff.
Yes.
Wow. And now the roofing and stuff, what did you use for this covering?
This is from Lowe's. It's same stuff they using in reefers in tractor trailers. So it's very durable and very bendable. As you can see, I bend the little stripe all the way around in circle. It's one piece.
So you took like styrofoam and just like regular insulation styrofoam, and you packed that up, and then you just put this right on it and bent it?
Yes, I put a styrofoam and I glue it at the edges with spray foam like that. Spray foam all the way around.
So you got all this foam.
And as you can see, because I glue it aluminum foil on other side of this, so it's reflect the heat, so also reflector.
Wow. And you've lived in right now you're in Florida, but this vehicle you've actually lived in like cold environments?
I stayed for like a month in Pennsylvania, and it was dropping until like 20 something degrees.
Wow. And you were cozy in here. It was able.
Yeah, water did not froze, nothing. It was good.
I noticed like your bed here, that's just basically a platform.
So yeah, this is the platform.
Hey, and you got light underneath. It's like a glowing bed.
Yeah, this is from my house. It used to have the glass table. And this is, as you can see, is just a door from construction. I cut it out.
So basically everything that you have here is like scraps, construction scraps, because you were a construction.
Yes, and everything goes in the garbage.
Wow.
If you're diligent, you can pick up most of this stuff for free, basically.
Wow. So
except this one, I paid for those guys, and like this, you know, you can probably find, but I need it. So this is the holds my bolt, hold my rack for the solar power. This and this, and also I made it on the other side so I can hang on.
Yeah, and having the holes there, I never thought of that. You can actually hang things. That's pretty neat.
Yes. And this is another thing from Ryobi.
Light, wow.
And so this is also for protection, this light, because if somebody gonna try breaking my van,
it's like a hammer.
This is almost like a stone.
You shine it in their eyes, they're blinded.
Strong. Yes.
This is awesome. And I noticed basically your clothes, you pretty much the ones that you wear a lot, you just hang up along the walls.
Yeah, hanging up here and here, you know. So it's always on the hanger, and you know, everything nice and neat. So I'm kind of in process to become as you, a minimalist, you know.
Oh, you're simplifying and reducing.
For right now, I still have lots of stuff, but I'm gonna, you know, go through the process to become minimalist. You know?
Like maybe get a little tiny car.
Yeah, first I need to figure out what I really need to live this lifestyle and get rid of what I don't need, and then, yeah.
Well, how long have you been living in this? How long so far?
Like 2 years.
2 years, full time.
Yeah.
And you've traveled like up the coast. I think you told me you're from Florida.
and I traveled all the way to Maine.
And then COVID hit, right, while you were up there?
Was still in Florida when COVID hit. So I look at a map and I see on a map shows that Maine has a less COVID than anything else. So that's why I went to Maine. And guess what? Yes, because in Maine they take it very seriously. They have a testing sites everywhere. Everybody social distancing with a mask. So Maine was very safe place and very cool because during the hot weather, perfect. It was mostly like 80 degrees, you know.
Wow.
There is no 90s in Maine.
But now you're coming back down. So you're actually on your way down back from Maine towards Florida right now, and you're passing through.
Yes, because of course winter best in Florida. You can't change that. So
even though your vehicle can handle like cold weather, you're still recommending people try to go to warmer
because
climate.
You go outside, you can live in a snow if you skiing, but if I don't skiing, I don't need that snow. I want to go outside and feel comfortable, and even during the winter take outside shower, believe it or not. And if it's freezing outside, oh, it's my froze.
Yeah, and Florida has, for those of you who aren't aware, like a lot of the beaches in Florida actually have the little shower things, and they're still open, so they're free. Because, you know, a lot of people used to do like Planet Fitness and all these health clubs, but most of them are shutting down due to COVID. I noticed some other stuff that I thought we should show people. Do you have like refrigeration or anything like that in this vehicle?
Yes, I have modified cooler that I enhance with insulation all the way inside. Even the lid. This is the lid. I insulated all the way around the lid.
So you got basically foam, and then you filled in gaps with the spray foam.
Yes, and all the way here around.
This is not electric at all?
No, it's not.
Just insulated. And you say you're able to keep ice in it like 3 to 5 days, just like a Yeti?
Yeah.
So this is like a poor man's Yeti, but a lot of room. And what did it cost you to build something like this?
The insulation cost me just leftovers from the construction, and I just bought a couple of foams of insulation, so probably like $5. And this one cost $20. I bought actually on the farmers market, like where people selling their own stuff.
Oh, you don't have to take it out, but basically, what you said something about like you basically have ice in a container when you put it in there.
Yeah, I use containers like that, and you put the ice inside, and you screw it, and then use it over there, and this way you never have to deal with the water.
So basically, what he does is, I don't know if you guys understood that, he takes the containers and puts the ice in it, so that when it melts in there, you know, it doesn't get all over the food or anything. But this thing actually holds the cold because of all the insulation. So those of you who are wanting to store food for a long time, this is something to consider. Is maybe you don't need to spend $500, $600, $700, $800 on a Yeti, but maybe build an insulation box.
Or if I work when I work on construction and I had access to the refrigerator, to the freezer, I just put a bottle of water and freeze it.
Wow.
And this one, the frozen bottle of water was keeping ice.
That's great. This is awesome, and it's huge. Now,
it's enough. And this is another shower, a simple shower, and I built in another shower for the roof.
So right now, you just use a simple camp shower, and you put water in it and let it drip, like you heat it up with the sun?
Heat it up with the sun or with propane.
Or with the propane, say, because he can heat water here, and then just pour it in there, and you just use it with the drip, with the gravity feed. Yes. But you're building a new system here. You're building looks like a huge pipe. And you said that this pipe will actually go here and then also go all the way up to the roof?
I'm gonna put this pipe on the roof.
So it's gonna be on the roof. It's not gonna be sitting here. It's gonna be on the roof, and then it'll feed down. So it's got a fairly large pipe with a small hole, which will cause, I guess, the gravity to give a little bit more pressure when it comes out. And then that'll drip down here and be usable.
And to fill up, I'm gonna use a pressurizer
So it's gonna, yes, he's gonna, just like the water system here, you're gonna have a pump, a hand pump. That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, when you were showing this off, I was trying to figure out what was up with his wall. So what's going on here with all these plastic bags and stuff.
This is from Bed Bath and Beyond, and you have to go in Beyond section to get this.
Bed Bath and Beyond in the Beyond section.
Yes, and I use this one to store stuff.
And you can actually see it.
See where I have. Especially, it's good for receipts. Because you can see where, receipts, and here is from my safe over there. Actually, recommend for everybody.
Recommend putting all your stuff in a safe.
From my house, yes.
Yeah, because this is your house.
Yeah, because stuff like that. And this is from my solar stuff. And another thing, this my future project. When I'm gonna have a box, I just gonna put this one. It's from Dollar Tree, $1.
This is ingenious. People spend a lot of money on all these things, and you're picking up like a splatter guard, and that'll protect against mosquitoes and stuff coming in.
Yes.
That's awesome. This is, if you want to have like ingenious ideas, there's a lot in here. I had seen something else that I thought was really cool. Let's come on through the front here. Well, let's look at the power right now. We'll talk about it, I guess, when we talk about the solar panels that he has here. But this vehicle, even though he's got a roof rack, he has his solar panels mounted like this. I've never seen it before, done like this.
Yeah, it's from Harbor Freight, and it could be like that. If you need a light to go inside of your van, I usually doing this when I park next to light. I usually do like this for the night, so it's I can have a light inside.
So these are the generic 25-watt solar panels that they sell at Harbor Freight, and you've mounted them so that you can actually leave them flat like this to take sunlight through the windshield in the daytime. But at night, if you want light to come in, you lift that up, and this plastic is clear.
Yeah.
So the light actually comes in here diffused. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but also it's still have a privacy, because if somebody shine the flashlight on that, it's just gonna be reflected.
It'll reflect back, so that's pretty neat.
And this is my floor with, you see, I have these guys that I can open up and let the air comes in. During the rain, I have fresh air come in from here.
So what was that again? These vents here, what do they do?
When you open
you can open and close them.
And the fresh air comes in.
Oh, it blows in through the floor.
I have a gap like that, so it goes like that. Or if I need more, I can always put a fan here.
Wow, so you got venting. This is neat.
And as you guys can see, lots of foam insulation. I like foam
lots
insulation
and lots of foam.
because it sticks. It's very easy to do and fast,
Wow. Now this
especially in an area like that, it would be hard to cut styrofoam or anything. But
so basically, you use the foam insulation everywhere.
Yeah.
This is neat. Now this vehicle is you said it was a 2003 Ram Dodge Sprinter. Let's take a look at the vehicle itself. 2003 Dodge Sprinter that originally you used this for your construction work.
Yes.
But now, when you ended up leaving the construction work because you said you were having some health issues.
Yes, I work lots work on my knees, so I need to let my knees rest a little bit.
So, and then since then you've been living full time in this vehicle.
Yes.
This is incredible. Wow. And you have direct 12-volt access all the time, as well as I noticed you have an inverter here.
Yes, and also I have a extension cord go under here, and it's come out right here, and it's coming out to the over there. You can see the
right. So you have 120 volts back there in the back section, and this is all running off a house battery system, right? You have you said you had like 2 batteries.
House, and plus I have here another battery.
So you got the so like 3 batteries. The car battery,
This and this one.
and a
couple small over there.
So roughly about 200-300 amp hours of battery power. Wow. Well, this is really impressive, Ross. And right now you're in Florida, and you said that you will offer help if people are along the way. Maybe they can hire you or something to help if they like some of the ideas.
Yeah, I'm looking for work, so if anybody can need fixing a house or fixing the van to the camper, any work, or any like camping work or Christmas tree work or any kind of work, you know.
Now, you have your own channel. It's called FreeRV, so people can track you there, and you kind of tell people where you're going. You're basically traveling across the whole United States.
Yeah, FreeRV, like on the
FreeRV on YouTube. We're gonna provide a link for that. If you are interested in this vehicle and the kind of stuff that Ross can do for you, make sure you check out his channel, give him a sub, and also get in touch with him if he can help you out. He is traveling across the United States right now while the COVID situation is still being worked out. It is a very ingenious vehicle. Lots of cool stuff. I've never seen the panels mounted like this. But you also have like a homemade roof rack up there, so if you wanted to mount it up there, you can.
Yeah.
Right. So this is awesome. Well, Ross, I sure appreciate meeting you. Thank you so much for doing this interview with me. And we'll go ahead and link this video on the Living in a Van page and the Living in a Van YouTube. And hopefully people will check out your channel. Make sure you visit, give him a sub, and if you need help with your vehicle, get in touch with him because he's got some really cool ideas, and he's very handy with constructing cool things like this.
And here is one safety tip.
Oh, another safety tip here.
Safety tip. If somebody coming into van, I have the breaking in people in a van and steal my tools. And after that, I decided to do this. And if somebody wanna break in your van, yeah, let's go see what he has. Maybe not.
See the handcuff? It's a deterrent.
Deterrent. It's friendly reminder what's gonna happen.
Well, this is awesome, Ross. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure meeting you. I think that people should definitely check out your channel. We'll provide the link. Appreciate you taking the time to contact me, and I do wish the best of luck, man. All right, you take care, buddy. All right, bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.